What's going on, guys? My name is ShadowGhoul131 and we're here today with our Week 5 team builder for the National Pokemon League. This week, the Detroit Red Gyarados are going up against my friend Nick and his team, the Philly Aerodactyls. When I was going over his team again this week, and I've already done it before, so you would think I would just know what Pokemon are weak to who or whatever. I'm getting better, but I went through and wrote down all of his Pokemon, and he has a lot of people that can cover a lot of different areas, so that was kind of hard to plan for. This team has a couple of the same guys, just two I think, from the first match that we battled against Nick. Wow, I can't talk tonight, I guess. But yeah, anyway, so I'm just going to jump right into it. I don't want this to be a super long video. So, of course, we have Sock'em the Infernape. This is the same Infernape that I've been bringing with Nasty Plot, Grass Knot, Close Combat, and Fire Blast, and then the mixed attacking EV spread, and he's holding the Life Orb. Nick has his biggest weakness is fighting, and he does have Arceus, who can be any type Nick wants, so that's hard to plan for in itself. And the Pokemon that he has that are weak to fighting most likely won't come, but the fire and then that grass coverage on there plus his speed just make him too useful to not bring. Sock'em's really making a run for MVP. I know he's gonna have to do a lot to outdo Chaos's win over Mega Blaziken last week. Spoiler alert, sorry guys. If you haven't watched last week, go watch it. We took on Zach and it was awesome. Alright, but anyways. Next up we have Landry, our Landorus T, who this is the same set as the last time that I used Landry against Nick, with the Choice Scarf, Intimidate, and then he knows Earthquake, Stone Edge, Knock Off, and U-Turn, with speed and attacking EV investment. Making his debut this week is Arceus the Raikou. I really like his nickname because it's only one letter away from Nick's Pokemon Arceus, and it's really cool. Arceus, for you guys who don't know, is a type of cloud, a storm cloud. It's actually broken down into two different types, Shelf Cloud and Roll Cloud, and so those are the big horizontal clouds that usually push in a storm, like you can clearly see where the thunderstorm starts. So I thought that was a pretty fitting name for Raikou, being the thunder, lightning-ish Pokemon or whatever. So he's got the choice specs on to increase his special attack, and then I've got Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, and Calm Mind. I had some help from Smogon with that move set, and I've got him the full special attacking and speed EVs as well. Next up we have Lancelot, our Escavalier. I've tried out a few different things here on the back half of this team. He's holding the red card, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Let me go down here and find what it does for you guys. If he's hit, it forces the attacker to switch to a random ally. So it can only be used once. But if I bring in Lancelot from a Volt Switch or a U-Turn or something, and Nick switches out to something that can cover Lancelot, I've hopefully got the HP investment there, and then a little bit of a special defensive investment. His defensive stats are pretty decent to start with, so I'm hoping whatever he lives can take a hit and then switch out into something else. Hopefully that Lancelot can hit. If not, then we can get out of there. But I've got that Pursuit combo on him still. I'm hoping to make use of that this week. I'm not really sure. For some reason, I feel like I'm not going to be able to power through Nick's team this week. I feel like it's going to be kind of a back and forth battle. I don't know why. I don't have any reason to have that inclination, but who knows what will happen. Next up, we have Chaos the Mew, and he's rocking a pretty different set this week too. All of that does is contribute to his nickname Chaos. He's got the leftovers, and then I've got Psychic, U-Turn, Stealth Rock, and then Aerial Ace on him. I didn't have a flying type move, and there's just enough guys on Nick's team where a flying type move would be useful. And I mean, that's probably not the smartest play, just because there's so many other like I have coverage for other things where I don't need the flying type, but it just makes me nervous not to have it for some reason. So you'll see I did a similar thing on Your Worst Nightmare down there at the end. And then his EVs I really spread out, and I don't know if that's good or bad, but we'll just have to see how it goes. So I've got 156 in special attack and 100 in attack because I've got a variety of moves on him there and I wanted equal coverage. And then I put 156 into defense and 96 into HP with the plus speed minus special defense nature of naive, just to get that little last boost there into speed. I'm not sure if that's good. I mean, so many recommendations say to just max out like 2 stats and then put 4 in another one, or you know, stuff like that. Infernape, my Sockum has the mixed spread, but it's like more spread out, and he still has a full speed investment. Let's see if anyone else. No one else is rocking that mixed move set or EV set like this, so I'm a little nervous to see how that's going to work. I wanted to change it up because of how I ran my Mew last week with the full speed investment. I don't want Mew to become predictable, and maybe I should and have his nickname be even more ironic, and that's why I like having Mew, because he can learn so many types of moves and be so effective in that regard. I'm just nervous to see if it will work in our favor this week. And I needed a Stealth Rocker, so I wanted to bring Mew. We had enough ground coverage with Landry, and Landry, that going back to the flying thing for a second, Landry is a flying type, but he learns no flying moves. He can learn fly, and that's it. And I didn't want to use fly, so that's why I brought Aerial Ace, and we'll see if we even use Aerial Ace, but I just wanted to have it for whatever reason. Finally, Your Worst Nightmare, the Abomasnow. He's a shiny this week because I never realized how awesome his shiny looks. And then he's holding the Eviolite as well, and of course his Snow Warning will get the hail up for us. I've got Giga Drain, Ice Beam, HP Fire, and then Shadow Ball on him. And I don't know if those two are common moves on Abomasnow or not, but the HP Fire is really nice coverage on this Ice Grass type. And then it's I don't know actually why I did that. I had a plan in mind, but it's escaped me. Anyways, alright, so he's got HP Fire, and then he's got Shadow Ball as well, just to hit any ghost type weaknesses that Nick happens to bring. I'm really expecting to see Metagross this week, kind of expecting to see Mawile, kind of expecting to see Kyurem Black, and he has Chansey and Blissey, and I'm kind of expecting to see one of them as well. But I just really don't know. Last week, I had a pretty good handle on his team, or not last week, but last time I had a pretty good handle on his team. So we'll just have to wait and see what he ends up bringing and if our planning was sufficient. I'm pretty sure I've got the type coverage down to be effective no matter what he brings. It's just if I have enough variety to be safe against whoever he brings. So it should be a pretty good battle. I'm looking forward to it. If you guys are looking forward to it, please hit that like button for me. Feel free to share the video with your friends, with anyone who might be interested in these cool Pokemon battles that I put up for you guys. If you have any comments about my Mew EV situation, anything that I should change with my bringing the random moves or whatever, any just general battle advice, I would love to read down in the comments below. And then, of course, if you guys haven't already, please do subscribe. You guys know your support means the world. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.